Good morning, everyone. It's Brenda Quintana here, and I'm bringing you a recording today because I am still up in Canada, but I'm going to be back with you next week to do a live for you, so I'm looking forward to that. Today I'm going to share an easy project for Halloween using the Tombstone Treat Boxes. And I love it when Stampin' Up! Gives us like easy prepared boxes that we can use on the fly that we don't really need to think about. I think these would make really great decorations or treat boxes. They are quite large, like not super large, but they can hold several pieces of candy. Some of the projects that I'd made with a Cutest Halloween bundle only hold one piece of candy. Actually, well, two of them only hold one piece of candy. I'll show them to you in a second. And the other one holds four. But this one holds quite a bit more. So if you're looking for something larger, if you're looking for something easy, these are really super cute. So I'll show you how these are made. And of course, I will have a project sheet for you. This project might not necessarily need a project sheet, but what I love about it is it has a picture of how you can decorate the outside of the box. It has a supply list, and if you get stuck, there's always my video to refer back to. So I will create a project sheet or finish this project sheet off for you. If you would like a copy of this project sheet, please make sure you are on my email list. You can find a link to subscribe down below in the subscription to my video. And if you're already a subscriber, you will get this as one of your regular emails on Saturday, and then you can print it off or store it on your computer or whatever you want to do with it, just so you have a nice quick reference for this project. All right, I am going to make sure my volume's on, make sure my other camera's ready, and I'm going to switch over to the other camera and show you how to make this project. All right, okay. So the main thing, if you want to make this project, is you will need these Tombstone Treat Boxes, and they come like this, and you get 8 of them in a package. One thing to keep in mind with these guys, and I'll show you in a second, you're going to need 2 pieces out of here. So when you come out, it's not one piece makes one box. You need 2 halves to create a box. And there are, each of these, there's a smaller and a larger half that you will need that will create the full box. So if you grab 2 of the same size boxes and they don't fit, that is why you'll need to just pay a little bit of attention, and you'll see that one's larger and one's smaller, and just grab one of each and then bring those together. The other thing I'm using to create these boxes are the tailor-made tags, and I'm using it for the front of my tombstone right here, and I think it makes a really nice pattern. These tags also have stitching around them, and I left my bigger tag over on my Stampin' Cut in my Boss machine. I'm gonna have to run and get that in a second to show you, but these are the tailor-made tags, and this actually, I would really seriously consider getting these right now, because guess what's coming up is Christmas. And if you want to create really beautiful tags for the front of your presents that you give at Christmas, these are going to be really great to have for that as well. And remember last week when I made this Kit Kat slider, I used the tags from this die set as well. All right, let me grab my extra die. And let me grab one more thing. I wanted to bring in the punch. I am not going to be using this punch today, but I wanted to talk a little bit about the bundle right here. So this is the Cutest Halloween bundle, and when you purchase the 2 of these together, you can save 10%, and I believe the punch is either on low supply or going on back order. So if you want this punch, make sure you don't delay in putting it on your order and getting it, or getting the bundle, because it is in low supply as of right now. And so I'm using the Cutest Halloween Stamp Set to decorate the front of the box. I actually, since I'm using the skull, it doesn't have a punched image for that particular image, but if you want this stamp set, I would go ahead and get the bundle, because remember these other projects that I made earlier a few weeks ago, the Hershey's miniature box, the Kit Kat slider, and the Ghirardelli Squares matchbook. They all have images that will match here, so it's a good idea to get that punch as well. And I put it on the supply list, even though it's not on this project, just in case you wanted to buy the bundle. Okay, let's scoot these all aside and let's have a look at this Tombstone Treat Box. What I love about these is they are very sturdy, so they make really good decorations. They're not going to flip-flop or be flimsy on you. They stand up nice and sturdy on your countertop or wherever you want to display them. And then they have two halves, and I put a whole bunch of Hershey's miniatures in here, but can you just imagine that you can fill this with a bunch of different Halloween candy, so that will make a nice little gift for someone, a favor at a party, or maybe co-workers. And I'm not sure what gatherings are going to be like around Halloween, but this would be something that you could leave on someone's desk as a fun little thing. And even though these are tombstones, you know, if you include a cute little greeting like treat yourself, or you could do you put a smile on my face, or trick or treat. It's not spooky or morbid, it's kind of fun. And I'll just mention right now, my father actually died on Halloween last year, and I don't find it morbid at all, because my father, he loved Halloween. He loved decorating. He loved making costumes, and he was often the one to win a costume event. So these are kind of a fun thing, and for me personally, I don't consider them in poor taste or whatever if you decorate them up in a fun way. All right, let me grab what I need and show you how these tombstone boxes come together, because it's kind of fun to see. So just so you can see, if I hold this up to the camera, if I stack them down here on my counter, you can see that one is slightly larger than the other. So remember that, get one smaller and one larger. And we're going to fold these pieces in on the score lines. Okay, and then this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. Guess what else is cool about these boxes? They come with adhesive, so you don't have to use any adhesive to bring them together. You bring these sides in first, and then you bring these bottom and top pieces in. So this is a double-sided adhesive, and you just remove the strip, and then you're going to fold this over and just press it down. This is a double-walled box, so it's very sturdy. And then you're going to go ahead and do that. The same thing for the other side. See how easy this is? So easy. All right. Okay. All right. And now these pieces here, like this. And like this, and like this, right? So easy. These side pieces come in, and make sure these fold in like this. Then you'll take your top adhesive, move the strip, and bring these in. Okay, and then get rid of this liner and bring it in. So easy to make. These will be great for a class as well, or maybe you're doing like a fun project for a group of people. These are really easy because the adhesive's already there. Then you just need to decorate the front. All right, so I like to have the smaller half on the bottom and the bigger half comes on top like that. So they're super cute just like that. They look like tombstones. You could put write your own fun little greetings on the front. But if you want to go ahead, this is how I decorated the front. So I actually ran this tag or a piece of basic white through, and I grabbed my largest one with the largest of these tags here. And so that created a nice little tag piece for me. And then we'll go ahead and stamp it. So we'll start with the bigger images first. I'm using Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And this particular greeting, treat yourself, was all in one line. And I actually wanted it to be a stacked greeting, treat and yourself on top of each other. So there was enough room for me to get scissors in between the two. So I cut right down the center, and now I have them on two different blocks. If I want to stamp them together in one line, I'll just bring them back together on one block. So it gives it a little bit of versatility. So first I'll stamp my greeting down at the bottom. So I'll use the bottom word first, which is yourself, and I'll get it right down near the bottom. And then I can use my other little stamp and put it right on top. And that way I can get it nice and close. If I put these both on the same block, there would be a little bit more separation between treat and yourself. Okay, so now we're going to stamp the skull. I know my dad would love that I'm thinking of him and celebrating Halloween with him. I think I get a lot of my creativity from him, actually. So it's kind of fun to do something that celebrates him. Then the skull has this face, so I'll ink up the face. I'll just kind of center it right on there and stamp it and stamp it. Now this does look a little stark with the black and white, so I decided to break it up with candy corn. Yeah, that's another thing. Candy corn would look really nice inside this box too, right? Fill it with candy corn. That would be fun. So then I'll just take pumpkin pie ink, and I'm just going to put some candy corns all around here and just kind of decorate it up. And there, that breaks up the starkness of the black and white and makes it look a lot more fun. Okay, I think we've done all of the stamping. And then we're going to add like a little bit of this black and white ribbon. I've used this on each of the projects that I made with the Cutest Halloween bundle. And I'll just grab my ruler. I put on my project sheet you need 5 inches. I always like to put down the measurements of how much ribbon I'm going to use. That gives you a better idea of how much ribbon you'll need if you're going to make several of these projects. Our ribbon, this particular one, has 10 yards in it, and there's 3 feet and 1 yard. So you can kind of make a calculation as to how much ribbon you'll need for creating the different projects. All right, to loop this through, I'll just fold my 5-inch piece in half. And I've talked about this black and white gingham before. It is a great ribbon. It ties nicely, it colors nicely. This time I'm just using it as black and white. So I've got my little loop, so I'll put my loop through first, through the front. And then I will create this little loop here and stick the ends through and then pull it through like that. Okay. And then those frayed ends don't look so nice, so we'll just come along here and just give them a little angle cut to make them look a little better. Okay, and then I have loved using the Cute Halloween paper. So many great patterns, and I just love that there's just a lot of fun patterns in here. This time I'm going to use one of the plainer pieces of paper, and this little piece measures 2.5 inches by 2 inches. And I'm going to just adhere this to the front of my box with some Tombow. And I'll center this basically from side to side and just kind of eyeball it. You know, if I want these two to stand side by side, let me do them both at the same level, but they're basically just side by side. All right, that looks pretty good. And then I will take this piece and add some Tombow to it, and also line this up. Sometimes I do this with my projects. I'll line them up just to make sure that they look level with each other. You know, sometimes that's more important than anything. All right. Okay, I think that looks good. And there you go. That was the extent of this project. Wasn't that simple and easy? This one is by far the easiest project I did. And so say you don't have this tag, say you don't have a Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and you don't have a die set. Cut yourself a rectangle instead, because you probably have a cutter. I'll just measure this really quickly. It's about, I would say it's about 1 3/4 inches, or you could do 1 7/8. It's kind of in between the two, but let's say for ease sake, let's call it 1 3/4 inches, and then maybe make this probably the tallest by 3.5. Cut yourself a white rectangle instead and put it on the front. It's not going to have the stitching or the detailing, but this way, if you want to make these projects, you've already got the boxes pre-made when you buy them. Then get yourself a pack of this paper, a roll of this ribbon, the Halloween bundle, and then you're good to go to create a bunch of cute projects. And just as a reminder, some of the projects I made earlier, the Kit Kat slider, the Ghirardelli matchbook holder, and the Hershey's miniature slider box, don't these look cute as a complete set? And lots of different options for different types of chocolate. And this one is the most versatile of them all because it has a big space for holding whatever candy you want to buy. All right, I am coming back over to you to say goodbye. And I just wanted to give you a few reminders. Celebration is ending soon. We have until September 30th for celebration. And what that means is for every $50 or $100 you spend, Stampin' Up! Is going to reward you with a celebration product. And right now, since the holiday catalog is live, it's a great time to get your projects or your products for Christmas or for Halloween or Thanksgiving, because you're going to get that extra reward. The reward you're going to get from me, use this host code. And if your order is $15, you'll get one of my free with purchase tutorials. If your order is $50, you will get a package of the wonderful snowflakes, and these are going to come to you in October. I will be mailing these out around, like, usually you get them by mid-October. I try and mail them out within the first week, so then shipping time takes a little bit longer. So expect these by mid-October if you spend $50 with me in the month of September 2021. If you're watching this in October or another date, click over to my blog link. It's the description is down below, and then look at the menu item host code. Click on that. You'll get the current host code plus my current host code offering. It changes every single month. All right, what else can I tell you before I sign off? If you loved my video, please subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment below. When you subscribe, you can click on the notifications bell to decide how often you want to see me in your inbox or get notified of my videos. All right, guys, I wish you a very happy weekend, and I will be back here on September 24th with a live video for you. That will be at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on my YouTube channel. So, bye, guys. Take care.